Ladies and gentlemen, how are you doing today? I am your planetary defense commander, Star-Lord New Thor 7, and we are about to undergo the most dangerous week of weather that I can ever remember. And all eyes are on the jet sting Cali Cane that is now descending down into California and Oregon and will be hitting the coast with a Category 2 wind strength. But first, please allow me to let you know that near the beginning of every single month, I do a fundraiser to keep THORnews up and running. This is my full-time job, and due to the weird, wild, and wacky YouTube and world situation, that THORnews is pretty much a purely contribution-funded channel. And so, in honor of my 8th year, I'm going to try to give myself a $100 raise. And so, if you would like to contribute and donate to make the $888 goal we got for this month, please, the best way to send a letter is to T. Lewison, 5430 Birdwood Road, number 416, Houston, Texas, 77096. I got a PayPal, a Venmo, a Patron, and a CashApp. And I've been doing it for this way for 4 years now. So somehow, if you don't like that or can't respect it, then it's best for you to just kind of keep on going. All right, now back to the very serious situation at hand. Because if you will check out this map, this is the most colorful and expansive I've ever seen our severe weather map we got going on, not only in the lower 48s, but up into Hawaii and Alaska. And remember, this is just the beginning. We got storm number 1 that is unfolding over the middle of the United States, storm number 2 that is now descending down into the border of California and Oregon, and it is going to be nasty. I think there are going to be at least hundreds of thousands of power outages. I know that in Arizona, you're going to get a big bad blizzard. They're saying on Thursday, travel will be impossible in some areas. This is no joke, and so I'm going to do what I can to help save lives. This is the estimated rainfall map over the next week. As you can see, it is just going to be a ton of rain, 3 to 5 or 4 more, 6, 7, 8 more inches up and down the coast and into the mountains. You're going to get some heavy rain into Oklahoma, Arkansas, to the Ohio Valley, up into Michigan, Illinois, Indiana. A lot of people are going to be having a lot of problems. So if you are looking for a reason to avoid your family, you might have a decent travel excuse. In my impression, this thing is impressive on every single level. And I think it's being undersold. And I'm really worried about the wave heights along the coast, because storm surge is not a term we usually associate with West Coast storms or major waves. We're looking at the windy wave guesstimator for Tuesday, which is today at about 11 p.m. And as you can see, anywhere from 25 to 20-foot waves all along the coast, pretty much down into about 100 miles, 200 miles of San Francisco, up into Oregon, and even where the red is, that's like 18 foot. So you're getting 18-foot waves here, 18-foot waves here, 25-foot here, and then up to like 30 along the coast. So this thing is going to hit like a hammer. And, you've got some pretty choice lands here that you got the one right along the highway or right along the coast. And so this is going to cause some pretty big problems to areas that aren't used to seeing storm surge and waves that big hitting that hard at once. Crescent City. So not only do you have the one storm developing in the central United States of America, you've got this weird square box situation happening around high pressure. And you're going to get a large amount of rain, and then the two are going to meet up to form one of the largest storms I've ever seen over the United States of America. I mean, this is a highly anomalous situation. You have two low pressure systems hitting the lower 48 at the exact same time. One hitting at a Category 2 strength land hurricane, and the other one hitting at a Category 1 strength land hurricane. And it is going to cause some heavy swell as it moves out the East Coast. If we see here that the red areas indicate possible tornadic activity into the Weird Corner area near Tennessee. So severe weather is definitely going to be associated with this. Parts are going to have snow, sleet, rain. You've already got over 2 feet of snow in Colorado, where they had to close schools and colleges because of blizzard conditions. And when they're having to close college in Colorado due to snow, it's a big deal. And so this is happening during a time where millions of Americans are going to be taking to the road to go visit their friends, family, pets for Thanksgiving. And so a lot of those people are going to be met with some pretty bad, horrible travel conditions. They're going to be dangerous and deadly in some areas. It's going to be pretty dang. I've been doing this for 7 years now, and this is the most dangerous week of weather I've seen in the United States, especially when combined with anywhere of 100 million people traveling. Because a lot of this is taking place. Today's Tuesday, tomorrow's Wednesday, and then you have Thanksgiving, and the 2 storms have already begun, although both are just now getting ramped up. The next 72 hours are definitely going to be fascinating, and I will be covering it for you the whole time. I don't have any plans. I ain't going nowhere. It's what I do, and I'm here for you when you need me. Like I said, if you do want to give thanks to me for all the work I've done and all the work I'm going to do, you know how to do it. So if you are getting on the road, stay safe, and if you could drop a card in the mail to me before you go, I would super appreciate it. And one thing I want to point out of all this mess, one of the things that I don't think is being factored in as much as it will be, see this giant blob of pink right there? This is going to add more moisture into the whole mix as the two combined than I think the models are estimating. So not only are you going to get blizzard conditions, you're going to get flood conditions. It's going to be a mess. By Thursday afternoon, it'll be super messy. And then, the day after Thanksgiving, it'll be super messy as well. It's funny that they haven't named this one, as far as I know. But yeah, this thing will be bombing out. It will go from, I think, 1,008 millibars to 1070. And so it is definitely your bombogenesis, bombocyclone, calicane, call it what you want to, call it what you want to, call it what you will, storm. And we're going to watch the wave heights, the wave totals, but this thing is hitting like a fastball in the face. And no, nobody likes to get hit in the face with a fastball. Not even the guy with the toughest face ever. Who would that be, by the way? 8:05 weather showing us the Falcons' view facing east towards Redding, California. The last 3 hours as the storm rolls in, so you get basically perfectly visible conditions to the outer bands of the storm rolling in and reducing visibility to very low levels. Nathan the Nerd always kicking ass. New Thor the Calicane is getting pretty enormous off the coast. It's somewhere near 970 millibar in pressure and can easily be supporting hurricane force winds. I think I've seen some 112 mile per hour gusts offshore in my own research. Satellite presentation is beautiful. Temperatures dropping rapidly. And now Oregon is getting the main brunt of the storm. Yeah, this is a record in my lifetime. James Peacock strutting his stuff. There's been little change since my update on Sunday to the forecast. Snowstorm conditions across the U.S. tomorrow. 6 to 9 hours of blizzard conditions are expected from northwestern Iowa to northern Michigan. Take care out there as you celebrate Thanksgiving 2019. This ain't no joke, party people. Badass Brooks Garner letting us know that major interstate closures of I-70 and I-76 in eastern Colorado due to blizzard conditions are already messing up people's holiday plans. A powerful storm will continue to push onto the West Coast today with strong winds and falling snow levels. Wind gusts may reach 70 miles per hour near the Oregon and Northern California coast. The storm will move east later this week and this weekend with potential for more disruptions. Brian McNulty is always sipping a 40. The new moon's influence on tides will gradually diminish in the coming days, but a strong couple of low-pressure systems off the northeast U.S. coast should send some hefty swell energy our way from Friday through at least Tuesday, keeping water levels well above normal. So yeah, this is a coast-to-coast situation. Philip Pappin, who's always yapping really cool stuff about weather, was saying, hey, when I made plans to spend Thanksgiving in Tahoe, I was hoping we'd get a little bit of snow for some of the festivities. We might be getting a little more than I bargained for. Step one is getting there before the weather goes downhill. I already had to move my travel plans up 24 hours. So yeah, if the best in the business are moving up their plans ahead of schedule, you may want to think about doing the same. These maps are pretty funny when there's a lot going on. Hashtag what? Ian. Hashtag jet weirding. Brian storm cells. Widespread weather coming up with a very busy travel time. Yeah, I don't know. That's a hard map to make out. It's like heavy precipitation, heavy rain, heavy snow, much below normal temperatures, heavy rain, severe weather, high winds, heavy rain, heavy snow, high winds, heavy snow, heavy precipitation in Alaska. This is the wildest week I've ever seen, and we're just getting started, baby. We had a 5.4 earthquake in Myanmar earlier an hour ago. We had a 6.4 shallow earthquake that hit, was it Adriana? I forget. But it dropped some buildings into rubble, and it's going to get earthquakey. I wouldn't be surprised to see some type of a 4 or 5 earthquake off the California coast today. Ben Knoll taking a toll on our mental knowledge, talking tough for me. Heads up, Hudson Valley, potential winter weather events Sunday to Monday. Could impact your travel plans on Sunday and or school on Monday. Just that I'll keep you in the loop. In the meantime, go enjoy that pumpkin pie. If you do want to make a donation, I'll buy a pie. I don't know. I don't know. I'm in the mood for pie. Not pumpkin, though. I don't know what I'd pick. But yeah, dude, so everybody's getting a little bit of this something, except for you, South Florida. You're in the clear. We've got major wildfires still breaking out in California, called the Cave Fire, as the storm rolls in. So the good news is that this storm will at least put out the wildfire season, and that is wonderful. We got some evacuations near Santa Barbara, and we're going to be looking out for mudslides and landslides with all the rain coming, so please be careful and stay aware. Australia is still undergoing some of the nastiest wildfires they've ever had. Australia is still undergoing some of the nastiest wildfires they've ever had. So I want everybody to be cool, stay cool. This is brought to us by James Spann, Slow Moving Monster. It is almost beginning. Rod Maeda bringing us the weather art, and yeah, just look at this thing. I'll be doing updates on the storm about every 3 to 4 hours. And you may want to check back for notifications. Google, YouTube's no fan of mine. You can barely even look me up in Google, really. But if you want to, hit the notifications bell. Subscribe if you already haven't. And double check back every 6 hours if you want to, because I'll be on this thing like whipped cream on pumpkin pie. Did I have an aneurysm in my sleep? Why am I talking so bad? Latest Euro continues to suggest a major winter storm in the northern plains this weekend. Rapidly strengthening cyclone with the potential for heavy snow gusts, blizzard conditions in parts of the Dakotas. Yeah, everybody. And so when our jet sting exits the East Coast, it will do it with Category 2 strength, nor Easter cane, whatever you want to call it, man. Candy cane, not that though. Sometimes if you stare long enough into the sting jet, it stares back into you. Now give me some sugar, baby. This is as unique and dangerous as any weather situation I've ever covered over a multiple day span. Let's call it about 4 or 5 days. So yeah, I'm going to have a lot of opportunities to make rent and that $100 bonus this month. So, and then look, because the two are going to combine into a superstorm. Yeah, it'll be interesting to check river flooding levels and power outage levels in about 72 hours. So I want you to have a very wonderful Thanksgiving. If you are going to get out on the road, please stay super aware of the situation and be prepared for a worst case scenario. And try and have a little fun. And if you can, support your local superhero, which would be me. I'll include everybody's name who contributes or donates in a list that I do. So if you don't see your name on the list starting today with contributions and donations, let me know. God bless everyone and stay cool. I love you guys. Peace out. May the force be with you always.